wrong. Now, look, one thing I would say, oh yeah, there you go, recording. All right. So I'm just having a look here. You've got cancellation policies. You've got your risk stuff. Yep. I'm just going through now. Action plan. Yep. That's all looks really good. The future, perfect. Just having a look. The market. So open to all clients. That's you that's done that. The age, gender split, social status.
Yep.
Easy. Market targets. Yeah, really, it's really good.
Some things it's hard when it's hypothetical to like try to work out.
I know, and it's really like a financial plan. So it's difficult when like, you know, if you've had a business before, the hypothetical stuff's really great because you can just fluff anything in there.
Yeah.
But if you kind of haven't done it before, it's like, it seems really scary. All right, this financial summary. How will you finance the business? Self-funded, total startup costs, 15 to 20 grand. Beautiful. Revenue to break even, 20,000. When is business projected to make a profit? Yep, really good again. All right. Now, are you talking about these startup costs and everything?
Yeah, so I did like a few of them.
Honestly, like nearly every single thing here, yeah, quite literally, none of it's very expensive. Most of those things range between anywhere, like a business name is pretty much free. Licenses, $100, permits, you could write $500. Like, honestly, you could quite literally go through that part and just write $100, $200, and it's fine.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
We can't actually say whether you were right or wrong with that because you could spend any amount of money on it, right?
Yeah.
Equipment capital, you know, a table's about $200 normally, an electric table's about $1,500. Franchise fee, that might not even be applicable to you.
Yeah.
Plant and equipment, you know, look, I'll be honest, when it comes to tax, unless you're driving somewhere else away from the business, you can't even claim your car anyway, right? So you don't have to worry about that. Computer equipment, computer software, you know, whatever the price of a laptop is, you know. Does that make sense for that part?
Yeah. So without the main parts that I put in, I just kind of left the rest that didn't really apply.
Cool. Accountant fees. So this will, look, again, when you get to that next part, that profit and loss for the financial year, just make up any numbers you want, honestly. That's fine. Oh, that's the last part. Yeah, look, you know, they say that if any business breaks even in its first year, you've done really well.
Yeah.
So like even what I'd do for that, and again, feel free to submit this and then come back to it later if you wanted to use it in a real case scenario. But, you know, over your first 2 months, if you could be doing like 5 massages a week, by the end of your first month, you're doing really, really well. You know, to have 5 massages booked in on the 4th week of your first month, like that's a great first month. And then from there, you know, again, kind of same thing, like to have 10 massages booked in for the end of the 8th week, like, again, you're doing really well. By the mid-year, you'd want to be doing anywhere from maybe 15 to 25 treatments a week to say that business is going quite well. And honestly, Kylie, like obviously that was only brief, but, you know, when I mark those, that's pretty much how I go through it anyway. I'm not trying to scrutinize it.
No, so I've already submitted it. So should I just leave it?
Yeah, let me have a look again.
Because I already submitted it.
What does it say? Because we only get this part of it. Was there any, you see that profit and loss statement? Was there any instructions that you guys got given for that?
For the profit and loss?
Yeah.
No, it just had like the table and a whole bunch of lists down.
Do me one little favor.
Yeah.
Right? Don't worry about the losses, but just go through for me and just put in, see on the profit and loss here along that across that top part where it says sales. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Just do me one thing and just go on and like with month 1 be like $500, month 2 $1,000, and then just do like $1,000 in every single, like, you know, I know that it's not much.
Yeah.
Just put that through for me, and then at least if someone was to ever look at it, at least there's something written in it. Cool. If I mark something off and the student hasn't even written anything.
Easy.
if we ever get audited, they can be like, mate, they didn't even write anything and you said it was correct.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, cool. So if you could
Yep.
do that for me,
Yep.
that is perfect and you're good to go. Is there anything else you need any help with?
No, I think that's it for the term now. All done, because you've already marked the other one. So all done. Yay.
You're through the thick of it, honestly. Like those, have you done the law and ethics subject yet?
Yeah, I did that in my first term.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the great news for you is you're pretty much through all of the online subjects. From here on in, it's just
Yeah, I've only
anatomy.
got clinic. I've done everything. So I've only got clinic. I've done everything else. I did all my
Fantastic.
online early.
Oh, well, congratulations then.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for you.
Yeah, I'm happy. But when I saw that 30-page like document, I was just going to email Anthony and be like, what the hell? Like 30
Look,
pages,
it's one
really?
that 30-page document scares the crap out of students.
Yeah.
But what it's actually not a great amount of work. It's just got a lot of writing.
Yeah, it's got a lot of writing and and especially when it's hypothetical. So like when it's like competitors, I couldn't really list anybody because I'm like, well, everybody's like every massage place out there would be a competitor, I guess.
That's exactly
every gym, every.
Yeah, and so the easy way to do that is you're like, I know you're in Victoria or Melbourne or
Adelaide.
So you just, I don't know the areas of Adelaide, but like, let's say once you got Adelaide CBD, if you're going to work in one suburb, you just quite literally go on Google and just punch in massage in that suburb and just write down the other 5 people.
That's it. They're everywhere. Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Yeah. Easy.
Cool.
So I just upload this video and fix that and that's it.
Oh, did this need to be a video, did it?
Yep.
Oh, did I swear? I don't think I swore. That's fine, doesn't it?
Oh, I think you said bullshit, but that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, it was like a 10-minute, or it said on the assignment, like a 10-minute thing going over your business plan.
All right. Well, did you want to discuss anything with me as well?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't know. It's hard because it doesn't. Yeah, it's not really clear like on there about what you actually have to talk about. It just says to kind of go through your business plan and how you want to market and that kind of thing. But I think.
Let me have another quick look at it. I'll tell you, you know what's really funny? The first job I got as a personal trainer, right? I actually had to do something really similar to this. And it was like you had to do all this research about the area. Anyway, and I didn't know what to do. And just me being a little bit cheeky, I thought, you know what? I'm going to call up a gym and I'm going to talk to one of the managers and I'm just going to ask them the questions that was all the questions were in my assessment. And I told the guy, anyway, at the end of it, the guy didn't actually realize, but I was like, oh, how many people swipe into your gym? How many competitors do you have in the blah, blah, blah. And I was just asking him all the questions that were on my assessment. And at the end, he was like, mate, would you like to come in for an interview? And then I went in and ended up working there for 8 years after it.
Yeah.
Business overview. Yep. So, that's where you've just written competitor 1, or do you need to fill this in?
Yeah, I probably need to put a couple of competitors down. I just left it blank.
Yeah, so do that. Like, okay, look, so, when you go through your competitor 1, just quite literally, as I said, even just in the area that you live, right?
Yeah.
Just Google them. Like, look, write down the business name, write down the location, but you don't need to worry about key offerings, massage, advantages, just write, you could even just write not sure, comparison of price, same, comparison of marketing approaches, same. You know what I mean? You don't need just make sure there's something written there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't really care what it is. Like, obviously, it can't just be like, cat and dog, but something relevant. Just make sure you've got some content on there for me.
Yeah.
And then business structure and management. You'll be a sole trader. Again, so okay, cool. So we do need to do a little bit with this. So when you do that, when you do the business structure, what business are you going to be?
Yep. Massage.
Yeah, no. So will you be a sole trader, a partnership?
Sole trader.
Perfect. And the rationale chosen for that business structure?
I put it down. So it's like, kind of like it's a bit easier because you have more control, like over
That's
what you do than like if you're kind of working for someone else.
Yeah, or you could even just write standard practice in the industry. Because here's the thing, no one hires, like, okay, some places do, but most of the time they're like, I'll rent you the room, you've got to build your clients. You know what I mean? They're not just going to pay you all day. So yeah, you could write either one. Legal requirements of this structure. What would you write for legal requirements?
So like there's like professional like indemnity insurance.
Yep. Or I would even just write have to pay my own tax.
Have to pay your own tax. Yep.
But that's another great answer as well. The personal indemnity insurance. That's a great one as well.
Yep.
Yep. Cool. Describe any legal requirements. Yep, that's all there. I think you already wrote that. Tax requirements, GST. Cool. That's you that wrote massage therapist, sole trader.
Yep.
Yep. Perfect. And then operational technology. Did you write where it says technology used? Have you written computer, phone, iPhone, iPad? Yep. Beautiful. That was you that did this work. Yeah, Kylie, you've smashed it. So just go through it again. Make sure that there's nothing that hasn't got just blank next to it. Again, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to put a lot of depth into it. Just you can quite literally be, it can be 1 or 2 word answers, right?
Yeah. Cool.
Perfectly okay.
Easy. Thank you.
Cool. You're welcome. Have a good afternoon.
I'll upload this so you can watch yourself. Watch your video again.
Shiny head in the camera.
Just in case Anthony goes and watches them or something.
He'll be all right. If you're watching Anthony.
We never hear from Anthony anyway, so it doesn't matter.
No, I'm your guy these days because Anthony, like, he's the national program manager now, right? And there's like 200 students across the college, across the country, which means that there's also like 20 teachers. So he had to start basically just managing the teachers, and he had to get, you know what I mean? It's like, because we've had it's been a really good kind of year, even with all the COVID and that. Like, we've actually, the business is like, this diploma is growing really well across the country.
Well, he had the students like not last week, but the week before when we had class, everyone wanted, like, the clinic was going to run from 3 till 6 on Thursdays and Fridays, and then 8 to 11 on Saturdays. But there's 20 students in our class, and we only have 1 room, and there's only like 8 massage tables, so it doesn't work out. And then they like Skyped him or like Zoomed him while we were in class, and he was just getting bombarded with questions. Like, I felt so bad for him. And he's like, he's finally changed it where there'll be like an 11:30 to 2:30, but then everyone wanted the 11:30 to 2:30, and he's like, I can't make it work. But he's like, I'm trying to please every student that I possibly can. I can't please you all. And then I don't know if he realized, but he was like, we kind of expect some people to drop out. So, like, when you have a class of 20, you kind of just assume that a few will drop out. Like before clinic comes around, and no one's dropped out, so the class is still at 20. So he's had to.
So this is why when I call him sometimes, right? Like, so Anthony taught me. I was one of his students like 10 years ago, nearly, right?
Yeah.
Anthony has always been like the most like laughy, like always joking, like nothing's ever serious. And whenever I call him now, like, he answers the phone like, "What's up?" And like, I can tell it's like he's like his response is like, "What's wrong?" Like, it's not like, "Hey, how's it going?" It's like, "Please don't give me another headache."
But yes, they waited just to see like if 4 or 5 might drop out, and then you could have just 1 classroom. But because there's 20 of us, we all need to be massaging at the same time for clinic. Otherwise, you're not going to get 3 clients. You can't just swap over because nobody wants to stand there for an hour. So you all need to be massaging at the same time, but you can't be unsupervised either. So Viv can't watch 20 of us.
Yep.
So he's had to make, I think, 2 or 3 options. And then some people are at work or whatever, so they just want to do maybe 2 hours of clinic, but you can't because it has to be 3 hours to pass. And he's just had a major headache. And I said, you got a headache? I got a headache. I'm sitting here with like 20 people. If I can make it work with a 5-month-old,
yep,
everyone can make it work. Trust me.
100%.
You can make it work. Trust me. And if you're working full time, then maybe now's not the right time.
Yep.
Training because you're working full time.
Yeah.
But Anthony's like, I can't make you all happy. And I'm like, yeah, you just shouldn't try because there's no way.
You're not chocolate, Anthony. You can't make everyone happy.
No, he can't. Cool. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. I'll upload that.
You're so welcome and congratulations. I'm really excited for you to
Thank
get through the
you.
rest of your degree.
Yeah, very happy. Thank you. Bye.
Ciao. Bye.